Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Passion of Aksharabhyas. Today's session will study about the model question paper for mathematics 2022, that is 2021 to 22. Okay, model question paper. And total time is 3 hours 15 minutes for a paper, and subject code is 81E and maximum marks is 80. Okay, so according to the Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board, the model question paper is released for 20% reduced syllabus. Okay, 20% reduced syllabus. Okay, let's begin with the paper. In this session, I'm going to explain only first main, second main, and third main. That is part 1. Next of the mains, I'm going to explain in the next video. Okay.
Okay, let's start with the first main. Okay, what are the first main? Means multiple choice questions. They have given 4 choices. You need to answer the correct one. So you need to opt the correct one. So let's start with the first one. If the pair of linear equations x plus 2y is equal to 3 and 2x plus 4y is equal to k are coincide, then the value of k is, means what is the value of k? Linear pair of equations. They have given 2 equations and the condition is coincide, right? So what is the formula? Formula is a1 divided by a2 is equal to b1 divided by b2 is equal to c1 divided by c2. Just substitute the value. So a1 is 1, 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by k. Okay, I'm going to take any one of the ratio with respect to k. I'm going to take these two ratios, that is 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by k. Just cross multiply. You will get 2k is equal to 4 3s are 12, then k is equal to 2 1s are 2 6 are. So k is equal to 6. So the option is 6. Okay. Here, with respect to pair of linear equation, they ask to find the value of k only with respect to coincide or parallel. Okay. Okay. Only coincide and parallel. If it is parallel, then what is the condition? A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2. Okay. Only two possibilities of questions they may ask with respect to K. Okay. Next we'll move on with second question. The nth term of an arithmetic progression is an is equal to 4n plus 5. Then the third term is, means what you need to find? You need to find the a3 value. And what is the n value here? N is equal to 3. And what is the equation they have given? An is equal to 4n plus 5. Right? Just substitute the value of n, that is 4 into 3 plus 5, that is 12 plus 5 is equal to 17. So the option D is the correct one. Okay, next third question. If the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 6x plus k is equal to 0 are equal, then the value of k is. So what is the quadratic equation they have given? X, this one. And what is the nature of the root they have given as? B square is equal to 4ac. This is the condition for equal, correct? You need to find the value of k. So what is the general equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Just substitute the values. 6 square is equal to 4 into 1 into c value is k. So 6 6 are 36 is equal to 4k. Then k is equal to 36 by 4, that is equal to 9. So the answer is A, that is 9. Okay, next we'll move on with fourth question. Fourth question, they have given the value of sin 60 into cos 30 is. Just substitute the value. What is sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Correct? So root 3 into root 3 is 3 divided by 2 2s are 4. The option is C. Okay. Okay, next question is fifth question. The distance of the coordinate P 4, 3 from the x-axis. Means you need to draw x and y-axis and get 4.3 because they have not given the other value, right? So x-axis they have given. So you need to draw a straight line with respect to x-axis. And what is the point with respect to x-axis here is 4, 0. Y value is 0. So that is what the question. From the x-axis, you need to find the distance. So from 4.3 to 4.0, you need to find the distance. What is the distance formula between these 2 points? Is d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. I am going to take this part as x1 comma y1 and this as x2 comma y2. So substitute the values. You will get 0 square plus minus 3 whole square is square root of 9. Then you will get the value as 3. Okay, so the option is 3. Okay, next question. What is the next question they have given? A straight line intersecting a circle at 2 points. So draw a circle and one straight line will be there. So 2 points is these 2 points. So tangent means a line should be on the surface of the circle, right? So option B is not correct. Okay, normal, there is no option like normal and all. Radius means it starts from the center and then this is what the radius. So radius also is not possible because it is not intersecting 2 points. Okay, definitely a secant. Secant means two lines intersecting a circle. This is also called as secant. This is also called as secant. Anywhere if you draw, it meets at 2 points. So this is mean that secant. Okay. So option A. Okay, next is 7. The volume of a cylinder is 300 meter cube. The volume of a cone having the same radius and height as that of the cylinder. Okay, what they have given, volume of cylinder is 300 meter cube. What is the formula? So volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h. Substitute 300 is equal to pi r square h. Make it as equation number 1 because radius and height they have not given, but they have given a clue that radius and height for both cylinder and cone are same. So what is the volume of a cone? 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, so make it as equation number 2. Pi r square h. Pi r square h is common here. So substitute equation 1 in equation 2. That is pi r square h value is 300. Substitute it. That is 1 by 3 into 300 is equal to how much you will get? 100 meter cube. That is 3 ones are 300. So that is 100 meter cube. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. 8th one. The surface area of the sphere is radius. The surface area of sphere of radius is 7 centimeters. So what is the formula for sphere? 4 pi r square. Substitute. Pi is 22 by 7. So r is 7. So 7 gets cancelled. So you'll get 88 into 7, so 616 centimeters square. Okay, next is second main. Answer the following question in a sentence each. So how many questions there is? Totally 8 questions. Each carries 1 mark. So let's start with the 9th question. How many solutions have the pair of linear equations? I have given 2 equations and you need to find how many solutions it has. Right? So first, whenever you see the equation, try to take the common. Okay, whatever the equation may be, if any common is there, check it out. So 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. I will make it as equation number 1. You cannot take any common. Next is 4x plus 6y minus 18 is equal to 0. If you take common, how much you will get? 2x. If I take 2 common, 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. So 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. I will make it as equation number 1 and 2. So first method, if you see equation 1 and 2, they both are equal. If both equation 1 is equal to equation 2, then it belongs to coincident line. If it belongs to coincident line, how many solution it has? Infinite solution. So second method is by applying formula. So what is the formula? A1 divided by A2. You need to check the ratio first, whether all are equal or not. Okay, if let's check it out. That is 2 by 2 is equal to 3 by 3. That is equal to 9 by 9. So all the ratios are equal. If all the ratios are equal, then it satisfies which condition? It satisfies which condition? A1 divided by A2. That is coincident line. So if it is coincident line, how many solution it has? Infinite solution, right? This is the second method. So in case if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then it is an intersecting line. If it intersecting, it is meeting at only one point. That is one solution. parallel lines never meet each other, so it has no solution. Okay, this is the condition for the parallel lines. Okay, there are possibility of asking questions are these three. Okay. Next is 10th one. Write the standard form of quadratic equation. What is the standard form? That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Next. What about 11th one? Next move to 11th one. Tan theta. That is find the value of tan theta minus cot of 90 minus theta. That is tan theta minus cot of 90 minus theta can be written as tan theta. Tan theta minus tan theta is 0. Simple, right? Next is 12th one. In the figure, angle B is equal to 90 degree they have given, and angle A and angle C are equal. These angle both are equal. BC is equal to 10 centimeter. Then find the value of tan 45. You need to find the value of tan 45. That is, they ask only tan 45 value. We know already, right? Right, trigonometric table it is 1, right?
Tan 45, that is tan 45 is equal to 1. So according to the question, what they have given, find the value of tan 45. According to the trigonometric table, tan 45 is equal to 1. So whatever the data they have given, angle B or angle A and BC, these are not necessary, and also the figure also not necessary. Okay, because they asked only to find the value of tan 45. In case the same question can be asked like this, find the value of AB. Find the value of AB. If this is the question, then all these data are required. Then what they have given is tan 45. If it is tan 45, then we can say opposite value is always equal to adjacent. This is the condition, correct? So if opposite value and adjacent value both are same, if I am considering this as a 45 degree, because if it is 90 degree, definitely angle A and angle C are equal, means the rest of 90 degrees divided into 2, right? That is 45 degree. If I am taking my point is at C, then definitely adjacent is 10 centimeter. This is same as the opposite value. Both are same value. Opposite value and adjacent value are same. So I can write AB value is equal to 10 centimeter if the question they asked AB value. But according to the given question, they asked only tan 45. The answer is only 1. Don't make confusion with the figure and the data which they have given. Okay. And don't spend more time on this. Okay. It's just a half a second answer. Okay. Then 13th one, write the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment joining the points. They have given 2 points, point A and point B. Midpoint means what we can say, it is equally divided, means it is exactly at the center. Right? This is what the midpoint. Then the midpoint formula is x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is what the midpoint formula. Okay, carries 1 mark.
So next question is find the median of the scores. I have given the data, right? So first step what we have to do is we need to arrange in the ascending order, and the second step, how many data they have given? Totally 6 data, 1 2 3 4 5 6 data. So number of data is equal to 6. So what we can say that n is equal to 6. Then third step, just write the formula and substitute it. So if you write the formula and substitute, what you will get, that is n value is equal to how much? 6. Substitute in the formula, you will get 6 by 2 is third term, and 6 by 2 plus 1 is fourth term, that is intermediate terms. Then how much you will get? 14 plus 16, that is 30. So half of 30 is how much? 15. Okay. Next question is state Field's theorem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in a distinct point, other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Means you have a triangle, right? And you have one parallel line which intersects at a point D and E. That is, if ABC is a triangle and D is parallel to BC, right? So AD divided by DB is equal to AE divided by See, this is what the Thales theorem states that, right? You have to write a statement and you have to write a figure and the equation along with that. In case if the statement goes wrong, so they can give marks for the figure. Okay. Next is 16th one. Write the formula to find the curved surface area of the frustum of a cone. That is, they have given the figure. So what is the frustum of a cone? So you have R2, that is R2 is the upper circle radius and R1 is the base circle. So which is greater here? You can say R1 is greater than R2. Definitely in the formula you can write what is the formula? Pi L into R1 minus R2. That is greater minus smaller. So what is R1? R1 is the base radius and R2 is the upper circle radius.
Third main, answer the following questions. So how many questions totally? 8 questions. So 2 marks each. Each consists of 2 marks and totally the main has 16 marks. Okay, very important. And let's start with the 17th one. Okay. Next 17th question. Find the 25th term of an AP 2, 6, 10, 14. So let's start with the solution. First write always the given data. Okay. So first the given data are 2, 6, 10, 14 are in AP. What we need to find? We need to find is A25, right? So what is the formula? That is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So N they have given is 25 and D is A2 minus A1. 6 minus 2 is 4 and what is A is 2. Just substitute the values and simplify. So A25 is equal to 2 plus 25 minus 1 is 24 into 2. 2 plus 48, that is 50. A25 is equal to 50. Always write the conclusion. Okay, that is therefore the 25th term of an AP is 50. So you have to maintain the same order. Okay, given data to find formula, then the conclusion. Okay, the next is 18th question. Find the sum of 20th term. Means S20 you need to find of an AP, that is arithmetic progression they have given using the formula. So first always write the given data. What is the given data? 3, 18, 13 are in AP. A is equal to 3, D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is 8 minus 3 is 5. These are the given data, right? What we need to find? We need to find S20 is equal to what? Right? Then N they have given as 20. Correct? Then what is the formula? Formula we need to write Sn is equal to N by 2 to A plus N minus 1 into D. So we have the formula and check it out, all the terms are there or not. N is 20, A is how much? 3, that is D is 5. Yeah, all the terms are there. Just simplify it. Substitute and simplify. 20 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 20 minus 1 into 5. So if you simplify, how much you will get? 1010 you will get. So Sn is equal to 1010. That is S20 is equal to 1010. Therefore, sum of the first term is 1010. Don't forget to write the conclusion. Okay. Next question is find the sum of first positive integers divisible by 6. What are the numbers divisible by 6? 6 table, 6 ones are, 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are 18, 6 fours are 24, right? These are positive numbers. You have negative numbers also like minus 6, minus 12, minus 18. But they have told only positive integers means you need to take only the positive numbers, that is plus 6, plus 12, 18 and 24. Okay, this let's start. That is solution. What we have to write first? We have to write the given data first. So given data, that is divisible by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 are in AP. Correct? So next is A is equal to 6, D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is 12 minus 6 is 6. What to find? We need to find S30 and also they have given N is equal to 30. Right? Then what is the formula? Formula is Sn is equal to N by 2 to A plus N minus 1 into D. If you substitute all the formulas, if you substitute all the values, so how much you will get? That is 15 into 6 to the 12 plus 29 into 6. So if you do the simplification, finally you will get 15 into 186, that is S30 is equal to 2790. Always write the conclusion. Therefore, the sum of the first terms of the AP, that is first 30 positive numbers, are 2790. Okay, this is the answer for this particular question. Solve these equations, right? Let us consider equation 1 and equation 2. We'll go with the substitution method, and it is very simple. Okay, for substitution method, we have to take care of coefficient of x. See a coefficient of y. Coefficient of y have the same value, right? That is 1 and 1. So if you add equation 1 and 2, what you will get? You can cancel plus y and minus y. So if you add equation 1 and 2, what you will get? 3x plus 2x is 5x, plus y minus y gets cancelled, is equal to 20. X is equal to 20 by 5 is equal to 4. So the value of x is 4. Substitute the value of x in equation 1. Substitute the value of x in equation 1. What you will get? 3 of 1 plus y is equal to 15. Y is equal to 15 minus 12. So how much? 15 minus 12 is 3. So y value is 3 and x value is 4. So these are the two values, that is x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3. It consists of 2 marks. So we'll move on to the next question. Question number 20. Solve by using quadratic formula. So what is the given equation? Equation is x square minus 3x plus 1, right? So solution, given x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So what is the standard equation? We know that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what is the value of a, b, c? A is 1, b is equal to minus 3, c is equal to 1. So what is the formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So substitute all the values, b value, a value and c value, and simplify, and you will get a value. Okay, it is x is equal to plus 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 4 divided by 2, that is 9 minus 4 is 5. X value is 3 plus root 5 divided by 2, or x is equal to 3 minus root 5 divided by 2. We got two values of x. Next question, that is 21st question. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. They have given the quadratic equation 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0, and write the nature of the root. Okay, and hence write the nature of the root. Okay, first we have to write the given, okay, given data, that is 2x square minus 6x plus 3, and what we need to find? We need to find the discriminant and the nature of the roots. Then what is the formula with respect to the question? Discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac. Substitute all the values. A is 1, c is 3 and b is 6, right? Substitute all the values and get the value, that is d, that is 12, which is greater than 0, and the nature of the roots are real and distinct. Next question is 21. We have one more question under 21, that is they have given an OR option. Okay, so we have one more question under this, that is prove that the quadratic equation x square plus ax minus 4 is equal to 0 as a distinct and real. They are telling that the equation given is real and distinct. Means what is the condition for real and distinct? That is discriminant is greater than 0, right? So we need to prove that the discriminant value is greater than 0. Okay, for that we have to write the given condition, given data. What is the given data? X square plus ax minus 4 is equal to 0, and that given that greater than 0, because it is distinct and real roots. And what is the value of abc? A is 1, B is equal to A, and C is equal to minus 4. How to write? You have to compare with the standard equation. AX square plus BX plus C is equal to 0. You have to compare with the standard equation. Okay, then you will get the value of ABC. Then what you have to do? You have to substitute in the formula. What is the formula? Discriminant is equal to B square minus 4AC. Okay, discriminant is equal to B square minus 4AC. Substitute all the values. A square minus 4 into 1 into minus 4. So D is equal to A square plus 16, which is greater than 0 for what is the condition? Whatever the value of A, whether it is plus or minus, because A is square. So it will be a positive number. So D is always greater than 0. Therefore, the equation is real and distinct. Is proved. For example, if you take A value is minus 1. Suppose if you take A value is minus 1, D is equal to minus 1 square plus 16. How much you'll get? 1 plus 16 is equal to 17 itself. Suppose A is equal to 4 if you take, that is D is equal to 4 square plus 16, that is 16 plus 16, that is equal to 32. So all are positive values, that is D is greater than 0 always for this particular answer. Therefore, the equation is real and distinct is proved. Next is 22nd question. Find the distance between the coordinate of a points A and B. They have given 2 points, A and B points, and we need to find the distance between them. Okay, so first write the given data. So they have given A point, they have given B point, they have given. Okay, then we need to find the distance between these 2 points. We need to find the distance between these 2 points. Okay, so can I take x1 and y1 as A point, x2 and y2 as B point? So substitute all the values in the formula. 10 minus 2 is 8, and minus 6 whole square, that is 64, plus 36, you will get square root of 100, that is equal to 10 units. So the distance between A and D is 10 units. Next question is 23rd question. Draw a line segment of AB 8 cm and divide it in the ratio 3:2 by geometrical construction. They have told there is an 8 cm line and you need to divide into 3:2. So how to do it by geometrically? First step, draw line segment. First, draw a line 8 cm and name it as A and B. Then second one, then what is the ratio they have told? 3:2. That is nothing but 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Okay. Next, draw a ray. Draw a ray which is acute angle. Which is acute angle. So draw an array which is acute angle, which is less than 90 degree. Okay, after that what you have to do is, fourth step, you need to make an arc. Okay, how many arcs you need to do? That is 5 arcs you have to do. That is 3:2 the ratio, that is 3 plus 2 means 5. You need to do 5 arcs by equal length. For example, take one arc. Suppose if you are taking 2 centimeter, okay, then next take 4 centimeter and make an arc. It should be equal. Okay, all the equal arcs. Okay, make 5 equal arcs. After drawing 5 equal arcs, then what you have to do is 3:2 means you need to leave the 3 parts. For example, from here to here is first part, from this point to this point is second part, and from here to here is third part, that is 3. So 3 units. So after 3 units, draw a line perpendicular to the AB line. So this point indicates what? P. Okay, then one more line after 2 units, that is 3:2 na. 3:2, after 2 units you need to draw a line which is perpendicular to the AB line. So this point represents B. Is it clear? This is a geometrical construction of a line segment AB which is dividing in the ratio 3 is to 2. This is dividing in the ratio 3 is to 2. You can see it is more, and this P to B it is less. Final question of the main, that is in second main, it is a final question, that is 24th one. In the figure given below, find the value of sine theta and cos alpha. They have given theta and alpha. Okay, theta is here. So with respect to theta, which is the opposite value here, it is 5. Okay, that is sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse value, which is highest value here, it is 13. So it is hypotenuse, right? So if you with respect to alpha, so I am here now with respect to alpha, which is opposite one, opposite is PQ and the adjacent is QR, right? Adjacent, this will be the adjacent. So write the formula, sine theta is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. What is the opposite value with respect to P, that is theta, QR divided by hypotenuse is PR, that is 5 divided by 13. With respect to cos theta, I am talking cos theta is here, which is the adjacent with respect to cos theta, that is QR divided by PR is equal to 5 by 13. So this is the value of sine theta and cos alpha. The next session I am going to explain fourth mean, fifth mean and sixth mean. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, please click thumbs up button, and if any comments, drop in the comment section. If not subscribed, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell button for the further notification in the videos. Thank you.